Good evening, everybody. It's Anna coming to you tonight. It's really late and I hope I can articulate myself because my brain is gobbledygook at the moment because I've had a really long day and an early morning. But I am doing the 30-day manifesting blitz. Hi, Tanya. So I am on the home stretch with 7 days left to go. And today, or firstly, for those that don't know me, my name is Anna and I'm a manifesting coach. I released a program early this year, actually in January, called the Manifest Intensive, where I help women overcome their lack of self-belief and learn to love themselves, and then teach them how to manifest what they truly desire in their lives and how to change and shift the energy and the mindset in order to do that. I've created some amazing things in my life, and I'll actually share this one today because I was thinking, what could I share with you guys to help you understand about the manifesting powers? So, hi, Michael. So the craziest thing that I think I've probably I've manifested heaps of things, and I actually think I would like to sit down and actually write out all the things I manifested. But this one sticks in my mind because it's crazy. Back in, I think it was 1987, I was visiting in Germany with my mum. We were traveling on holiday. Hi, Josie. And my uncle used to live there in Germany, so that's when we went to visit my uncle in Germany. And he showed us around to hi Julie, he showed us around to his friends' places. And anyway, so we went to this house, and it was new. They were just newly building this house. And then we walked up the stairs, or the son of my uncle's friend answered the door, and then he offered to show us around because he heard that we were from Australia, etc. And then so he showed us the house, and I was really interested because I always had an interest for interior design and style, home styles and that kind of stuff. And in Germany, they build houses very different to how they do here in Australia. So he showed us the house around, and we walked up the stairs because it's kind of like terrace houses. There's a cellar, and then in the ground level there's a kitchen, and then there's a dining room and a lounge room, and then the next level up, the first level was 2 bedrooms and a bathroom, and then the third level up, I remember walking into that third level up, and this is Germany, and I walked around in this place and I went, wow, I would love to live here. That was crazy, that thought. I would love to live here. Anyway, this is Germany. I'm from Australia. And what was it? 3 months later, I moved into that place in Germany. Anyway, I'll share that another time. But what I want to share with you today is the importance of dissolving time to step into your fullest power. So what do I mean by dissolving time? Now, I don't know whether you've heard this, but we live in our minds. Our minds are active constantly. It's like our ego self. And we have about 60,000 thoughts a day. Now, when I heard that figure, I thought, that's not possible. 60,000 thoughts a day is not possible. But when you think about it, and you think about the state of the world where people are at the moment, antidepressants are on the highest level that they've ever been in. We're so involved in our thinking. Our thinking has absorbed our reality, but our true consciousness is not in thought, it's in being. So, 98% of our thoughts are repetitive. So 98% of the thoughts that you have today, you will have tomorrow. And these thoughts are based on conditioning. They're based on past experiences. They're based on really mostly what's wrong with the world instead of what's right with the world, or what's wrong with our lives instead of what's right with our lives. So this is why it's important to dissolve time. Now, what do I mean by dissolving time? Now, time is linear, okay? So time is linear, so you can imagine this horizontal line, and within this horizontal line, we are the vertical. So we are the vertical dimension going through time. And then this linear time moves through us. Now, when we're fully present, when we're fully in the present moment, in thought, we're in being, then this is where life is joyous and life is bliss. Now, we have angles of stress. So for example, here we are in linear time. Sorry, here we are linear time, and this is our present reality. Now, when we are moving in angles of stress, either in the past or in the future, this is where we cause depression from angles of stress in the past and anxiety for angles of stress in the future. It means we've lost focus, we've lost our central focal point of our being, which means we are involved, we're absorbed in our thoughts. So why is it important to dissolve time? So it's important to dissolve time because we create space. We create space in our being in order to neutralize negativity, neutralize thoughts and energy that doesn't serve us. Because when we're present, none of that exists. It all dissolves. We feel blissful, we feel peaceful, we feel joyous, and we feel happiness. And from this space is where you create. From this space is where you are your authentic self. So how do you access dissolving time? What do you need to do to dissolve time? So you need to become mindful. You need to become still. And meditation, that's another way. So, this is what I teach my clients as well. I think I don't know if it's in the first session or the second session. We talk about stillness and we talk about meditation, and I give my clients a 10-minute meditation for them to start listening to every morning, which helps you unravel these 60,000 thoughts a day. It helps you to come to center. It helps you to almost kind of feel like you're waking up. Because then you start to, from that space, you start to become powerful. From that space, you start to become creative. From that space, your problems dissolve. Like Wayne Dyer, the late Wayne Dyer, he said, actually, I think it was A Course in Miracles that has this, you have no problems, you only think you do. And I love that. That's a really powerful saying. So dissolving time to step into your fullest power, it really just means being present. And when you're present, this is what happens. When you become present, when you dissolve time, in other words, so you're focused, you're centralized, you receive, so what are the benefits? We'll talk about the benefits. You receive insight, you receive clarity, you receive focus, you receive peacefulness and connectedness. So if you think about receiving those 60,000 thoughts a day and just all this noise, this neurosis that goes on in the mind, have you ever felt that? I want you to kind of recall a moment where you were so lost in thought that it felt like it was kind of like driving you crazy. I feel that all the time. I know what that feels like, but I also know what it feels like to be present, to be focused, and to be centralized, to allow time to move through you instead of you bending time either in the past or the future. So think about that. Think about that. Consider, where are you bending time? Where are you pushing angles of stress in the past or the future? Where are you? Hi, Adam. So where are you not feeling peaceful? If you're not feeling peaceful, it means you're either in the past or you're in the future. And when you're in the past or the future, how can you become creative? How can you open the door to creating what you truly want? How can you create that spaciousness to know what you want? How can you tap into that focus and the focus and the clarity of what you want? So, what I'd like you to take from today is to really step more into mindfulness, step more into spaciousness, step more into focus, or into being. We underestimate the power of just being. This is if I could give one lesson to the world, it would just to be really to focus in being, because that's your creative space. Oh, thank you, Adam. That's your creative space. That's the space of joy. That's the space of bliss. That's the space of peacefulness and of, like I was saying before. So practice stillness, mindfulness. Mindfulness really means, this is a really good mindfulness lesson. Now, when you engage all of your senses at the same time, for example, what are you hearing? What are you smelling? How does the clothes on your skin, how do they feel? How do your feet feel on the floor? Now these are all, you amplify, you go through each of them together at the same time. So you feel, what are you seeing? What are you hearing? What are you smelling? What are you tasting? How does the body feel in the chair? Can you feel the air playing around the hands and the face? Engage in all of those senses simultaneously and you will become fully present. You will become expansive. You will become powerful. You will become creative. Let's focus more on mindfulness and presence instead of, getting enveloped in those 60,000 thoughts a day. Because being enveloped in those 60,000 thoughts a day will create anxiety, it will create stress, it will create disillusion, it will create negative energy, it will create illness. When you're peaceful, when you're mindful, when you're focused, then you dissolve stress. It's like this, because every thought is a chemical reaction in the body. Science can prove this now. Every thought is a chemical reaction in the body. The body is a reflection of the mind, because the mind, your thoughts function in the brain, and then the brain then releases the chemicals that match the exact same thoughts that flood your entire body. It floods through every cell in your body, and then you become a reflection of your thoughts, because the body is the mind. So practice slowing down time. Practice being still. Dissolve time by stepping into your power. Dissolve time by stepping into presence. Dissolve time by becoming who you truly are, which is consciousness. Your true essence is consciousness, and from consciousness you create. You can't create from busyness. If you create from busyness, then you're not creating what's going to be good for you. You're focused on stress, you're focused on getting, you're focused on resistance. You focus from peacefulness, you focus from stillness. So I hope that's helped you focus a little bit today. I'm on the home stretch now for my 30-day manifesting blitz. If there's something that you'd like me to do a video on, please comment below. Give me some likes, some hearts, some shares. If you're enjoying this information, I'd love you to spread the message and spread the word of joyfulness and blissfulness. That's what I love and what I stand for, and I love helping people, empower them to really learn how to focus your thinking to create the life you truly desire. So ladies, come and join us in the Journey to Manifesting official Facebook group. If you would like to get in touch with me, because I do a 4-week coaching program, Manifest Intensive coaching program, comment me below and I'll get in touch with you and tell you what that's all about. So otherwise, let me know where you're tuning in from. I live in Canberra, Australia, the nation's capital. Let me know where you're tuning in from. I don't know what time it is now. It's late. It's probably 11 o'clock at night. So good morning, good evening, or good night, wherever you are in the world. Instagram down here and Facebook up there. And I will talk to you again tomorrow. So I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Have an amazing night. Step into your peacefulness. Dissolve time by being. And I'll talk to you again tomorrow. Bye, guys. Bye for now.